How do you do? Just a word of friendly warning. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Now we're working. Hello and welcome to Night of the Living podcast. I'm Freddy. Andy is here.
Sorry.
He's throwing up in his own mouth right now. Mike is here.
I'm Mikey B.
And Louis Fowler through the internet. He's pulling his magic floating head routine.
What's he pulling?
It's amazing.
I can say hi now. Hi guys.
There's Andy.
I had to get something out of my throat. I swallow.
Can I be a zombie type character?
You are like our zombie. You'd be like Mecha Lecca Hi, Mecha Honey Ho.
I love that. That's awesome. We need a box. Build a box real quick, Freddie.
So, real quick, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our patrons who continue to support the show. We're going to do something special today where I have made... Originally, I had like one of those, those big raffle things they turn, that it's like a big barrel.
I composed a rap song for you guys.
You thought I was going to say I composed a rap song? Well, I did, but then I scrapped it because it was a lot of appropriation in it. So I decided to do the most white thing I could think of and change it to a raffle. Well,
actually, the most white thing you think of is to steal it and go ahead and still release it.
Yeah, that's true. And then, but I'll buy pink Cadillacs for people to make up for it.
Yeah, we're gonna put out a diss track.
Yeah,
against Believe Good Horror.
So yeah, so what we're gonna do is the whole raffle. I had a virtual version of that big bin that they spin and you pull a name out of it. But I'm happy to say we have so many patrons that it keeps crashing the program.
Oh, wow.
So I had to create a spreadsheet, which I'll use later on with a random number generator. And what we're going to do is starting each month, we do a theme. And we have 3 movies that fit in the theme. Next month's theme is TV Halloween specials. Right, Andy? Okay, I'm going to make sure I get it right. So the third main attraction, which means the third episode we record, will be picked by whatever patron we pool. And how it works is all of our Beelzebubs, who are our top level producer members, they get 3 entries, 2 for the next level down, and then 1 for our $5. So anyone who is a $5 or higher patron has a chance to be to pick one of our main attractions.
Do we get veto rights?
No vetoes, unless we can't get it. Yeah.
If I were to pledge money, instead of being a Beelzebub, can I be like an Archangel or something instead?
Do you have religious objections to it?
I just face death down. I want to commit myself to Satanist just yet.
I gotcha. Well, it's pretty old school religion though. Beelzebubs, man, you're taking it deep. It might even be like you might even be able to confuse God a little because he may have forgotten. He's like, what are Beelzebubs again? I don't. He's like,
I like to be their cherub, an archangel. Probably a Metatron would be good too.
I love it.
Like the voice of God, huh?
I would really like
to flatter yourself, didn't you?
See you as a cherub, Lewis.
I know, just floating around half naked with a little robe on and some wings and cheeks and bow and arrow.
Don't you do that all the time anyway?
It'd be like, kind of, but usually not with a sheet.
If I ever do build a body for the iPad, it's probably going to be a winged cherub for you. I want to have bodies that switch out.
You know what a real doll would be? You just cut the head off.
Here's the thing: real dolls are real expensive.
Yeah.
Are I worth it though?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want us to start a Kickstarter and see if we can get you one? You can review it for the show?
Yes, do. Yeah, you guys can have sex within the room.
Can we get like a secondhand real doll?
Yeah, to save money. Refurbished.
Oh.
It's Apple certified.
Mm-mm.
Refurbished.
Are
As
the dishwasher safe?
It's as is.
Yeah. So if you are a patron, we had some cool bonus content this week. We had finally got back on the horse with Night of the Comic, and we did an X-Men episode, which was really, really fun. So check that out. And that on Night of the Comic, a week after they go to our patrons, they become public to everybody to listen to. So if you're thinking about, do I want to become a patron so I can check out these extra shows? Maybe give that a try. Go check out the public post, see if you like it, see if it's worth $1 a month to get all that awesome stuff.
Where do they find the public post?
Patreon.com/NOTLP, and then you'll see the public ones. It'll be obvious which ones are locked for patrons and which ones are public.
Stop saying public because it sounds like
Pubic, yeah.
That's a whole different level of patron.
I would like to be on an episode of your comic book talk show.
Would you? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to do my favorite issue ever.
Yeah.
NFL Super Pro #1.
Did you just say NFL Super Problems?
Super Pro.
Oh, okay.
You remember NFL Super Pro?
No, I don't remember that one.
Johnny Marvel tried to create a superhero with the help of the NFL.
No.
Look it up. NFL Super Pro. Best superhero ever. He has the power of a running back. Take down with mega tackles.
Oh, I'm going to have to remember that one for a future episode. I think that's a great idea. I like the weird one-off, like, failed comics. We do something called Dollar Bin Disasters and Delights, where we go into... What's that?
This will fit in there perfectly.
Yeah. You would go into the comic shop, and every comic shop has that bin where they're just trying to get rid of stuff, so they're selling it for like a quarter to $1. And we go through and randomly pick something out of it, and then we review it on the show. That's really fun. But we also had an Origins that we released. We finally saw Feast. If you remember that.
Oh, the Feast Watch.
We built that up to Feast like it was going to be this amazing thing, and it was all right.
Is that the Project Greenlight movie?
Yeah, Project Greenlight, the reality show.
Project Greenlight was fun for that.
Project Greenlight was a blast. I wish they still did it.
Yeah.
That was just a really neat reality show.
I'm glad they canceled it.
You're glad? Were you like, that slot could be taken up with Big World, Little People or something?
I wish there were more midget shows on TV.
Maybe they should do like a Project Greenlight, but it's only filmmakers that had been featured on Little People, Big World, or My 600-Pound Life.
That's a very narrow demographic.
Little People, big.
Yeah.
Little big stomachs. Greenlight.
What about my little 600-pound life?
There you go.
That'd be real sad.
And then you could also have My Strange Addiction people in there, and because everybody has an idea for a movie, those people have to have ideas for movies.
I will say this: the idea of a 600-pound little person really makes me sad.
Well,
their life has got to be pure hell to be 600 pounds and be like 3 foot tall.
Yeah, that's like a rectangle body right there.
I don't think that's possible, though. Can somebody give us the stats on the heaviest little person that ever lived? If you could send that in.
Well, we need to find a little...
Can folks against all of us?
Yeah.
We need to find a little person, a gainer.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll get a GoFundMe going.
To feed them.
Yes.
Until they pop.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Probably the best... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
I think that was his whole point. He wanted to feed a little person to death.
Not to death.
I think we're on a little bit of a delay.
Oh yeah.
But I was thinking the best picture ever in the Guinness Book of Records. Remember that picture of the two fat twins and they're riding the motorcycle?
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm losing weight now, but if I ever went the opposite and got really huge,
yeah,
I just doppelganger and recreate that picture.
Okay, Lewis, I'll meet you in the middle.
Uh-huh.
You lose weight to a certain point, and I'll gain weight to a certain point.
Ah.
And then we can recreate that picture of the two of us.
It's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, good idea.
Brilliant. Also coming to Oh, I'm sorry. Lewis, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I like the idea of it feels like when they send someone to cover a hurricane and they're like, I'm sorry, Lewis, are you getting blown? Are you being blown right now? Is it wet where you are?
It's tremendously
Is it tremendously wet there? But Patreon, we're also going to have Flaunt Your Haunt. We're going to be recording. We have coverage of Kings Island's Halloween Haunt and the Lewisburg Haunted Cave so far, and hopefully more to come.
Pictures look like you had a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Andy was sick. I was sick.
I felt great.
Mike felt great though, so we try to feed off his energy as much as possible. And then
I like Andy's Halloween sweater.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
I'm channeling my inner old lady.
He wore it 2 nights in a row, Lewis.
It's real stinky.
He got hate crime by a demon though.
Yeah,
a big demon.
Did you get it from Fashion Bug or Dress Barn?
It's the Quacker Factory from QVC.
Oh yeah.
Or is it what's the catalog you get in the mail that has like checks in it and stuff? Like Collections Unlimited?
And for old ladies to put on their socks or bracelets.
Yeah. All that stuff. Yeah.
Did you have on your witchy hat, your little witchy hat on Kings Island too?
No, just yesterday. I have a little witch hat too.
You got it twice because you had another demon at the cave pull your hat off and throw it on the ground.
I threw it on the ground.
Is it one of those witch hats that like girls wear? It's tiny up the side.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, every time I wear it, I remind of Lewis and his rant about fat girls and little hats.
You mean plus size women and little hats.
I'm sorry.
I love that Lewis intuited that Andy was wearing a little tiny witch hat before we even described that it was a little tiny witch hat.
Well, we had a funny story from last year when you wore it where they said, "Is that an ice cream cone on your head?"
Oh, yeah.
And then this year, we all went to dinner before going to the Lewisburg Haunted Cave last night, and the server comes over and goes, "Is it somebody's birthday?" Because Andy's wearing this little hat.
It makes
and he's
sense.
at the head of the table, too, so it does look like we're all celebrating Andy. We're like, nah, he's...
But it's a black hat. Why would I suppose black hats for birthdays or ice cream cones?
This is a German restaurant where it's entirely decorated in World War II memorabilia and helmets from the different eras of like German military stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have one of those helmets that have a little that spike on the
like
top.
the Kaiser helmet. Yeah. It's a good restaurant though, but we're always worried they're going to round us up. I don't know why. There's something very on the fence there.
A little bit.
It's almost like the Nazi memorabilia diner.
It's close.
Yeah,
it's borderline.
You guys are safe. You guys are pretty Aryan.
We could pass as normals, for the most part. I don't know though.
Yeah.
You took the 23. Your mom took the 23andMe. She's pretty pure, right?
Yeah, her mix was not what we expected for sure. There's a lot of Neanderthal in there, which I thought was odd.
Like great grandmother.
It doesn't tell you. Yeah, yeah. So basically, she was a cave person, is what I learned. So, anything else at the open? I'm trying to think.
Oh, for anybody that wants to, since it's limited time, Thriller is playing 3D only in IMAX. They actually, it's really well done, and I mean, you probably have only seen it on the TV screen because I think it's the only place it's been available. But you can see it 3D. It's opening before what's the
House with Cock and Balls?
The House with the Clock in its Walls,
yeah.
Which I just got done seeing. It was fantastic, and it's just for 1 week. So if you're hearing this, you want to do it.
Thriller?
Yeah, Thriller. They're playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same.
It's in 3D and it looks amazing. I couldn't believe how great it looked.
It's not the Boris Karloff television series Thriller. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you have to watch the 14-minute making of Thriller video for it?
No, just a whole bunch of commercials for Skittles.
Was Maria Menounos there?
I didn't see Maria Menounos.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were lots. They're getting really, really clever at like when do the trailers start and when do the commercials end?
Oh yeah.
Like it seems like it's getting more complicated.
They're trying to fool you.
Well, yeah, because like all of the commercials look almost as good as the trailers, so you're not really sure if I'm watching trailers. I need to shut up and.
There's I think it's maybe an insurance commercial or something that I catch every once in a while, and I think it's a preview for a movie where this family's driving, and all of a sudden, like. They get in a car accident and then they cut to the husband in the hospital and everything. But it's about like maybe if your brakes worked. I don't know. There was something, you know, and but leading up to them,
I feel about the M&M commercial.
Which commercial is it?
The M&M's commercial, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant the commercial I was describing was the M&M's commercial.
The M&M is driving.
If you had eaten an M&M, you wouldn't be in this car accident.
You mean
right
the one?
now.
I keep waiting for that movie to come out, but where the M&Ms are strapped to the giant missile.
Mm-hmm.
I know. The one where he's holding him information. They're questioning down at the station.
Yeah.
I'd pay good money to see the M&M's movie.
Do you think that it's in production hell? They had to change directors because of some sort of scandal.
Well, Bryan Singer was.
It was a joint production between Bryan Singer and James Gunn.
And Kevin Spacey was the lead M&M.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey was playing, yeah.
Produced by Harvey Weinstein.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's not put Gunn in that category with those guys.
No, that's not fair to James Gunn.
It's not.
You think that the casting couch for the M&Ms?
Ooh.
That they have to do certain things for...
Let me see your nut. Because they have peanuts in them.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all I'm saying is Hollywood make the M&M's movie.
Finally, get to it. I mean, you've been teasing it for like 5 years. Jeez, it's like Heaven's Gate.
It is.
Yeah.
But I will say that Thriller, I know I've already said it, but it's super magical. Especially if you remember what a production it was. And
the 3D works really well.
And the 3D works great. And it was kind of reminding me of how it used to be when it was special to see that stuff. Like, I know MTV played that video almost around the clock for a little while, but how special it was because you can't do it again. Like, this is just like a once in, who knows if they'll bring it back. I
would love to go see that, but I don't want to see House with the Clock in the books. Whatever it's called.
I really liked it, Lewis. I thought it was really well done. The House with the Clock. Not a Jack Black thing.
I might go to a movie early, and I was thinking there, see it real quick, then leave after.
Yeah, you could easily sneak in and see it. You're gonna have to figure out how to get the 3D glasses, though. That might be the trick.
Well, the theaters here, they just have them out in a box next to the theaters.
Or just dip your hand in the recycle bin.
Yeah.
Get pink eye.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it. Totally just made me remember how special that was to see that on TV in full.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We had a little party when it came out in our neighborhood. Yeah. And we all gathered around the TV and we watched Thriller.
I remember doing a similar for, what was the one with Cliff Clavin at the beginning?
Oh.
And then it had like the 15 minutes of Michael grabbing himself.
Are you talking about Black or White?
It was during The Simpsons. Black or White. Was it Black or White that was during The Simpsons?
Yeah. Norm, not Clavin.
Yeah. One. Mike always mixes that stuff
not John Ratzenberger.
Yeah. Whoops.
George
I remember that one. That was on like the season premiere of The Simpsons or something. I just remember it being they made an event of that one, and then everybody was talking about how much he grabbed himself the next day at school.
Yeah,
but it was an event.
I thought that's the one with the CGI where the heads are.
Yeah,
doing
that was awesome.
Yeah, everybody changed colors.
Awesome. Awesome quote.
Lewis did air quotes for awesome. They just don't do them.
You kind of got that the way that you're profiled right now on the iPad. It kind of looks like you could do that right now, Lewis.
Oh, you could. You could turn into a lady with long red hair.
Yeah.
If you shook hard enough.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if they got stuck in between the transition.
Yeah.
And like melded two people.
Or their skin turns inside out, like in The Fly.
Like a fly type person.
Like somebody slaps them on the back and they get stuck that way.
Like they didn't shake their head hard enough and they just got stuck in between.
Makes sense.
The red curls have sprouted half out.
Yeah.
And there's still some dreads hanging underneath.
Yeah, I want to see the stuff they couldn't put in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the fails.
Yeah.
I get you.
Because that was real. That was like an actual real thing. It was experiments.
It was like an Island of Dr. Moreau thing.
I can see that.
Yeah, sure. Anything else for the open? Anybody? Anything? Anyone want to put anything in this opening? Jam anything in there? All right. Well, then we'll move on to the news. We'll be right back.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
Here's a special bulletin. The major cities in the world are being destroyed.
The people it kills get up and kill.
Been partially devoured.
No.
Lewis's news just busted. It's everywhere. It's dripping on everything. So we're going to just go through this. Maybe different because Kelley usually delivers the news. I do it a little differently. I'm just going to run through some headlines that we got from Joe Blow, but then I have some additional stuff.
Oh. You're not going to make up fake headlines?
No, I'm going to tell you the headline.
Damn it.
I'm going to credit the source, and then I want to get everybody's opinion on it. DC's live-action Swamp Thing series is going for a hard R tone.
Ooh, that's racist.
Hard R.
I had to say with an A.
So, is everybody a Swamp Thing fan?
Yes.
What about you, Lewis?
I like Swamp Thing.
You like Swamp Thing?
He's cool.
You ever get high with Swamp Thing?
That's my favorite Shaka Khan
I love the
song.
old series. I love the 90s series is pretty good.
You mean the TV
On USA.
series? Oh, yeah. Where he's
Yeah.
like, do not bring your evil here. It's swampy here. We don't need anything.
It's more like a lot of early 90s shows with all that anthology formula where, like, they came out at the beginning and, like, long time ago, here's a story, and it shows a story. And at the very end, Swamp Thing is standing there looking on in the dark dawn and said, like that Freddy's Nightmare show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But sophisticated shows based on characters. It just had them at the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
I watched a Swamp Thing episode a couple of days ago, actually, where some guy, he was a DJ at a radio station, and he died. Two of them felt bad about it, and like 30 years later, he helps her avoid a car wreck. The other thing in Swamp Thing is just there to get the radio station going.
Is anybody a fan of the comic book it's based on?
Yeah.
I never read
I
it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I was just when they did the reboot, I started. I haven't kept up with it, but when they did the New 52, I was reading it for quite a while.
The Alan Moore
great.
run was really good too.
as I say, I like the classic Swamp Thing, the 70s Bernie Wrights and stuff, and
Yeah.
Lynn Wing stuff, and some 80s stuff. I didn't really like when Alan Moore took over and, may have suggested for mature readers.
You weren't a fan of the Alan Moore, you said?
No, I'm not an Alan Moore fan to begin with.
Oh, okay.
But I really love the stories of those, back in the day. So I would like to see. I like to see what they do with it. I mean, it's a good character, and it's probably the easiest character for DC to do.
Yeah.
He's in a swamp. He's not in Gotham or anything, and everybody doesn't hang out with other superheroes or anything. Except like it's a Justice League Dark. I guess they're not going to make that now. So I mean, but that I say that then the Teen Titans show on DC Universe is pretty horrible.
Are you talking about the one where he says "fuck Batman"?
Yeah, the one where like Starfire looks like a prostitute. And
Yeah, it kind of bothered me too because I love the animated Teen Titans, and it's kind of like not necessarily like sacred or anything, but
Right.
it goes against like what makes that show really fun is that it's kind of sweet and innocent.
What is Teen Titans like a dark thing, or
they've made a live action Teen Titans.
I know that,
dark.
but like the original Teen Titans, is it dark or is it fun?
No, didn't the Teen Titans start as the cartoon or did it start as a comic? Does
no,
anybody know?
it was a comic book in the early '80s.
It was see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but they went. And it was in like dark, quote unquote, but it was pretty heavy. It was one of those comic books that were like when comics were like 65 and 75 cents. It was a comic that was $1.25.
Oh yeah.
One prestige format, and it was decent. But I do think the animated series made it into what people love about it now.
Right.
And for them to like what they're doing with it now, kind of like it really does look like junk. I mean, it really looks silly now compared to what they should. Like, do you guys see Teen Titans Go to the movies?
Yes, it's the best DC movie.
Yeah,
it is. Seriously,
I agree. With you.
I mean, the bar is pretty low.
I agree.
They set, but like it is so much fun. And it's for all ages too, I think.
Yeah, I have to catch that one. I was going to see it in the theater, but I'm not getting a lot do out of my movie pass.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people they actually might make $1 or $2 on.
They're making some money on me right now too. In the past, did Animal Man like intermingle with Swamp Thing, or was that more of a New 52 thing? Like those lines were
right. I know how they were both in New 52. They're trying to make them basically horror series, right?
Yeah, but there's some intermingling. I remember.
Animal Man was his own thing. I think that was that a Grant Morrison title, I believe.
I don't know much about the past of it.
In the 90s, Animal Man was more of his own thing.
Okay.
Well, I believe it was like a maxi run series, where not mini series, but the maxi. You remember Maxi Limited series?
No.
It was like 12 issues of 4.
Okay.
I believe that's what Animal was before he had his own title.
Okay.
And he really was never like in the DC universe per se. I mean, he was in it, but never like mingling because the stories are all about Animal Man having sex with a woman and dealing with pregnancy and stuff like that.
Right. And the New 52, the Animal Man it's been really dark, and I've been was really surprised with it. Again, it's one of those ones I wish it stuck with because it was interesting what they were doing with it. I just didn't know what its past was. So,
question.
Yeah.
What is a Swamp Thing? Was he like a man that fell into a swamp and became a Swamp Thing?
No, wasn't he a scientist and there was a lab accident?
He was scientist looking for cures using swamp plant, using chlorophyll. And then Arcane, his man, busted into his lab, shot him up and blew up the lab. Then the chemicals mixed with the swamp water, and when he came out, he was the muck-encrusted mess, a Swamp Thing.
There you go.
And what are his powers? Like,
he was real in the movie, at least the Adrian Barbeau classic. He was super strong.
He can regenerate. He's strong, can regenerate, and communicate with plants.
Yeah. And ladies love him
because of pheromones or something.
I don't know. They just love him.
Does he smell like mildew?
Probably.
It's probably like real gross, right?
Probably smells swampy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he smells planty.
How much Gold Bond do you think he goes through in like a day?
It's just moist down there.
Yeah.
Right? So they're gonna for the hard R. They're gonna show his junk like they do with Batman.
I was just about to ask you. Yeah, is it you think the hard R is for violence, or do you think it's because they want to address that his schwanz isn't hanging out?
I don't want to see his like gross like mossy butt.
His tree trunk dick.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Well, the next headline. What's that?
I think DC's new plan is instead of following Marvel's thing about being fun and lighter, I think he's going to go darker and heavier.
Yeah, well,
other stuff.
I think the fans really have also encouraged them to abandon a shared universe thing and just make one-off movies and make them as good as they can make them.
Well, I feel like they're going in a lighter direction with like Aquaman and Shazam.
Well, with those, yes, but did you see they've released the photos of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker?
So that's going to be like totally removed from the universe they try to build, right?
Yeah, that's like its own standalone thing, and I think Joaquin Phoenix is a really great actor, and it's an interesting look, and I think if anybody can bring something new to that, it's probably someone like him. But I have no idea what it's about, other than the Joker.
It's about a guy in the 1970s who was. This is what the synopsis said. A guy in the 1970s who was kicked around and rejected from society, so he becomes a clown and kills people.
I like it.
So it's like what's that Michael Douglas movie, Falling Down?
It's called Falling Clown.
Falling Clown.
That's good. That was real good.
Good job, Freddy.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like he's going to be a just from the synopsis, he's going to be a hero of men's rights activists. Like, the world's kicked me around too much. I'll show you guys.
They're going to bring in the sequel, it's him and Pepe the Frog. Yeah. Is that his name, Pepe? What is the frog's name?
Pepe
meme?
the Prawn.
Yeah. No,
the frog that the men's rights guys use.
Oh. I always were here for clowns' rights activists.
I am tired of people honking my horn without asking me.
Oh, good point.
Okay. Richard Stanley's The Color Out of Space will begin filming soon. Soon. If you know The Color from Outer Space, it's been called The Unfilmable because the whole concept is that there's a meteor that falls in this family's well on their farm, and it is a color that no one's ever seen before.
Oh. That sounds Cthulhu-esque.
It is. Well, it's Lovecraft.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And it infects the family that lives on the farm, and they begin to like crumble and turn into clay. And
sounds like that Stephen King episode of.
Well, Jordy Verrill's inspired by The Color from Outer Space. So, what's that, Lewis?
Falls to the ground. Not before they call everyone in the family N-words. Lovecraft was a racist.
He was a racist. Yeah. The original title was The Colored from Outer Space.
Yikes.
It was really bad, too.
Yee.
A lot of hate in that, man. So it's Richard Stanley's famous for directing Hardware. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a really fun, like, 90s robot movie. I don't know, android-ish type of thing. You remember that movie?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's about the killer. It was a ripoff of a Judge Dredd comic.
Oh,
And
really?
it's about just this guy finds a piece of a robot in the wasteland, brings it back to his girlfriend, and the robot comes alive, and kills everything.
And it was on HBO a ton when we were kids. Like, they would run it over and over again. So I think our age group, if you had cable in your house,
Feels like something I've seen.
you've seen Hardware. But then later, infamously, he tried to make The Island of Dr. Moreau, and the rest is history.
Oh, is that the Marlon Brando one? That
Yeah.
was like a disaster.
Yep. So
I don't know if you guys have seen any of Richard Stanley's latest work. I mean, it's pretty terrible. He shoots on green screens, and
I hate that.
it's like people from horror conventions, and long black dusters and the black hats, creeping the kids. They're pretty terrible. So I have no. I think Stanley really shot his wad with Hardware and Dust Devil, and no one will really give any good money to do a movie anymore. So I really don't think that it's going to be anything really worthwhile.
You're probably right, Lewis. And again, it's just one of those things that it works better, I think, as a story in prose than it would as a movie. Unless some genius does it. What's that?
Works better as right prose literature.
Yeah. Yeah. Confirmed, Zombieland 2 starts shooting this January. Finally, right? I don't know if you're a fan, but I really love Zombieland. I thought it was fun.
I mean, how long ago was the original?
It's been about
quite a
almost
while.
10
It's like a
years.
decade, right?
Yeah.
Have they missed their the sweet spot of like a sequel?
The reason I don't think so is
I
just
mean, I know
because
MS
zombies are still so hot.
Are they though? I feel like zombies
Yeah,
have their
are
moment.
Are they, guys?
Are they? I know Emma Stone's like a big star now, so like she'll pull people in, and I don't know.
When it's real funny if yeah, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say they have so many plans for that movie. Like there's gonna be a sequel, a TV show, you name it. And the first movie wasn't really all that great when you get down to it. I know you're a fan of it, but I mean,
looks good on you though.
But it's one of those where like I'll see it when I see the trailer.
Right, I got you.
I mean, next month you could be reporting how it fell through again.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
it feels like this has had a resurgence a few times now.
It
at this
has,
point.
yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of time between now and January.
Then it's more fan wishful thinking than I think actually anybody in Hollywood jumping up and down to do it.
Right. Well, it's the guys who wrote Deadpool are supposed to be working on it, and the original cast is returning. So I have a feeling that this is its best shot if it's going to happen. But I guess time will tell. Anything else you guys want to say about Zombieland?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm not like angling for a sequel.
I thought you were gonna say you're not
In
mad
my
at it.
mind, it's blended with too many things at this point. Like,
Yeah.
which one was the Boy Scouts Guide to
Oh,
Zombies?
Scouts Guide. Yeah,
It feels
I
like there's
really
a
like
few
that
other-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think I was going to, and I came to it like much later, and I love the little touches in that, like that their teacher was like huge Dolly Parton fan
Okay.
when they went to his house, and they were like, it was just a cute touch. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's one of those that I half watched to probably didn't get a fair shake. Like I just started disengaging pretty quickly and into my cell phone, which doesn't really give the movie a fair shake either.
I mean,
so.
I like the idea of the Deadpool guys working on it because I enjoyed Deadpool too.
Yeah, I think they're really good joke writers, and
They should really be working on Deadpool 3 instead.
yeah. Well, they got to take some time to do other things, Lewis. They have to wash their socks.
Can't they just buy new socks? Socks are cheap.
Or they
If the Zombieland 2 movie does anything, it's Strike While the Iron is Hot, guys.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3.
Here's one I'm really excited about. This headline: John Carpenter and Shudder working on a Prince of Darkness series.
Ooh.
Now, this headline ends in a question mark, so it could be bullshit.
Oh, jeez.
So who
At
knows?
first, I thought you were going to say John Carpenter and Cher.
Share.
Oh,
Hey, babe, is this the one about the liquid Satan in the basement?
Halloween. Oh.
So I'm a huge fan of the movie Prince of Darkness, and this could be like a huge misstep if they make a TV series and it sucks. But if John Carpenter's heavily involved in it and it's in the spirit of the movie, I'd be on board for watching something like that.
How old is John Carpenter now? Abouts?
He's like 70s.
120.
Okay.
He said that smoking cigarettes keeps him young.
Oh.
I just would, it's like the movie was okay. It's kind of around John Carpenter's downfall began. I really like to see something original as a TV show series instead. He always wanted to do a Western. I love to see a John Carpenter Western.
Me too.
Something like that instead of just Prince of Darkness. Because it was good. The idea of Liquid Satan, it's pretty good, I guess. But I like sustain even 12 episodes.
Yeah. So, were you a fan of John Carpenter's Vampires? Because I think that's the closest he got to making a Western.
Vampires was okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It came out at the same time as From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
And, I gotta give it From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hard to compete.
I don't remember Vampires being good at all. But.
It's kind of a love-or-hate thing.
Okay. I think I remember seeing it in the theater and being really disappointed.
It definitely doesn't measure up to a lot of his other work.
Yeah.
Because it's a little more bizarre. It has a lot more in common with Escape from L.A. than like his other stuff.
Is it?
As far as the tone.
I remember being bored.
The tone is kind of goofy.
That's not Escape with L.A. for me. Okay.
You like Escape from L.A.?
Well, yeah, I didn't, and I didn't like that one. I just remember being bored. I don't remember.
Do you like when Kurt Russell surfs on the on that big wave in that one scene where it's all green screened in? That was fun. Anyways, AMC to keep the Walking Dead franchise going for another decade.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't know how that works.
Whole decade, huh?
That's what they say.
Well, have they done the official release of the trailer for the next season for Walking Dead?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Have they? Because to me, that feels like, and I saw it, they did the Comic-Con thing, and they were really all talking about, really moving into this Western territory. So maybe you'll get your Western that you're looking for.
That's true.
Every zombies, because that's so fresh for you.
They run out of ammunition and everything.
I probably won't find it with The Walking Dead, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think you are.
I mean,
the last season with the war and everything, it tore me away from it all. It was just too much to take in, and once they start killing everyone who off, it was like it just really wasn't what was anymore.
Yeah.
So these jokes. Oh, I'm sorry, Lewis. Go ahead.
We think about it too. After about a month or so, when zombies start to fall apart because of rot and deteriorated bones and muscles and stuff, how can a zombie be a year old and still walking?
Well, I don't know, and I always wondered that too.
Would set in.
Yeah, do they run out of, because they keep turning people too, though? But yeah, you would think that the original bulk of zombies, they would become endangered, so to speak, right? Because there's fewer and fewer humans to turn into zombies, so it should just be piles of writhing bones laying around all over the place.
At least within a year, you should have some semblance of society back.
Yeah.
Because the old ones would be dead, and you have new ones, you already just kill the new ones.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
And that seems like what the angle they're going for.
That's Walking Dead pure bullshit.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, Joe Blows has the weirdest clickbait material. When you scroll down to the bottom of their website, these are the 4 things. There's one that says iconic movie scenes these actors totally regret filming, and there's a picture of an actress covered in slime, and it looks like she just took a facial.
Oh no.
So I think they want people to click on that because they're like, this actress is covered in cum.
You can't help yourself, can you, Freddy?
No.
Maybe it's one of those they're catering the ads to you in your search engines.
Oh, because I'm looking for that.
Because you're looking for facials.
Maybe. And then the awesome way Donald Glover showed up to the Emmys, and there's a picture of like this. He looks like Dr. Zaius from Planet of the Apes or something.
It's just like a Teddy character.
That's one of the characters from his show.
This is?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, Teddy. I think his name's Teddy Riley or something. I can't remember, but he's a white guy.
It's like a white chick type thing.
He doesn't even look like a human being. It looks like a monster makeup.
Yeah, it's a white chicks thing.
Okay. I thought that they just made that up and put that, like, they found a picture of a burn victim.
It's not fake news. It's not the New York Times.
I just thought it was like a burn victim who had to have their face reconstructed or something, and they were like, oh, you won't believe what Donald Glover looks like after the fire.
And he still went to the Emmys.
Andy, I think you mean the failing New York Times.
Yeah. Fake news.
Oh, it's so fake. I had some other news in here as well. There was this really fun, by the way, thanks to Dustin for posting a link to Maximum King. Have you heard about this? It's one of the blacklist screenplays that is like one of the best unproduced screenplays. And the idea, I guess, was to have Bill Hader play Stephen King, and it's a retelling of the making of Maximum Overdrive. And it's a comedy.
I can see that. They look alike.
Yeah. So I love the idea, and you can, if you go to our group or our page somewhere, Dustin posted the actual screenplay there so you can read it. But it sounds hilarious. So yeah. Let's see. Has anybody watched the Purge TV series yet, by the way?
No. I didn't even know it was on already.
It's on USA. It kind of came out quietly. It's like they snuck it past everybody.
Purged it through.
They purged it.
I don't see how they can do that. It's going to be the same same characters, or just different people that we watch?
I think it's like the early days of the Purge, maybe, and
pre-Purge. What led up to setting up a Purge? I guess.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I was hoping somebody had taken time to watch it, but I don't blame you. There's a lot going on in this world.
Is it going to be like a 24 type thing where they just do like...
That's what I thought when they first described
it. Hour by hour type Purge thing?
Right.
I would like to watch it, but I'm still in the middle of Everybody Hates Chris, so...
Yeah, I love Everybody Hates Chris. That show was fantastic. So this is a cool little bit from Ars Technica website. Allison Hannigan is making a horror film called You Might Be the Killer, and it's going to be at Fantastic Film Fest on the 21st has come and gone already, but it's based on this. Then this speaks to Lewis's desire for something original. Last July there was a thread on Twitter where people had improvised. It was these fantasy authors, Chuck Wendig and Sam Sykes. It was about a summer camp counselor in the middle of a massacre, kind of like Friday the 13th type of thing. And now they've made a movie out of it. And I think it's a dark comedy, I'm not sure. But it's Allison Hannigan, who's adorable.
Well, the only thing I want to see Allison Hannigan is a snuff film, so no thank you.
That's cold.
Ooh, you can piss off half of the...
That's America's Sweetheart you're talking about, Lewis. America's Sweetheart.
What was a really good snuff film?
It's a really good one, like with good high production value.
She can win a posthumous Oscar for it.
Oh,
line going through it.
Best snuff film. The Academy has eliminated the most popular category and replaced it with best snuff film.
It'd be like when Heath Ledger won an Oscar.
As rich as it may be, I gotta say it was based on the Twitter thread. I'm done. I'll need it.
Yeah, you lost me when they said improvisational. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Lewis, you reviewed The Predator, so if anybody wants to read Lewis's review of The Predator, it's out there.
Can I just rewind it a little bit?
Yeah.
What's your problem with Allison Hannigan, Lewis?
I just don't like her because she's a woman.
You said because she's Hawaiian?
No, I'm just joking. I don't have anything against her. I'm just not someone who'll watch her stuff.
Was it more about the Twitter part?
Watch her stuff.
I think gets her as like a human being per se.
I mean,
I just like her.
Okay, that's fine.
He doesn't like her politics or her red hair.
I was just curious because, like, That's a very strong reaction to want to see somebody in a snuff film.
well, that was a joke. I mean,
I understand a joke, but still.
I don't want to see her dead, per se.
She has a husband and child.
I love that Andy's calling you out on a tasteless joke.
Originally, I didn't like her. She was part of the Buffy universe. Now I don't like her because she's part of the How I Met Your Mother universe.
Yeah, that's been a troubled shared universe. They keep trying to do spin-offs.
Well, I feel both of those fandoms are kind of annoying.
Any other news you guys want to add to this mix? No? Nothing? All right. We'll be back with your feedback right after this.
Hello.
Hello?
Who's there? I'm talking. Hello.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Hello.
This is Last Ghostman. Who is this?
The worst nightmare.
Now, wait a minute. Just hold on.
This is your wake-up call, pal.
Who is this?
It's me. Just want to know if you're wearing panties.
Slow down, what?
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Put that cookie down! Now!
I'm in a coffin. I don't know where. Please help, I'm scared.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
The caller is in the house.
The calls are coming from the house.
What is the transmission?
Night of the Living Podcast wants to hear from you. Email us at crew@notlp.com. That's crew, spelled CREW. We're also on Facebook and Twitter as NOTLP, and on Instagram as Night of the Living Podcast. And now you can leave us a voicemail via telephone at 513-666-0916. Don't be shy. The crew may share your feedback on a future podcast. So if you want to keep it private, please say so in your message. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Help us, please! Come help us, we're trapped inside of here!
Right, well, I think if you were in trouble, you would have called the cops and not me. Now I got another call, okay?
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, y'all. I have a voicemail to play. And it's from Dustin. It's for Lewis. You ready? Here it comes.
Let's go.
This is for you, Lewis Fowler. Glad you're feeling better. Like to party with my peeps, cruise and creep, playing free car money on these crazy streets. Straight hustler, I'm gonna scam in a minute, so load to the flow, pick a pocket on a midget. Sick shyster, the best meister, living life in Miami's vice. Yeah, see, nobody mess with the frogs. See, where's your messiah now? Nya 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 nya. My nice lady, I'm hiding, I'm sexy, but I'm hiding. Alright already, we're to keep making this. Like a booger, I stick to this. Take a whiff of this. One stinky dinky,
Oh no.
Stinky dinky, Old school beat means Latin freaking, you don't stop. Old school beat means Latin freaking, you don't quit and you don't stop. Your mirror on the wall, who is the slickest of them all? It's the schemingest, keenest scam artist. God, it's so hard to be modest. Nimble, but I'm a sex symbol, so slick I stole away from this candlestick. I'll even the mood to scam, simply because I can. I'm Latin Houdini, disappear in a flash, and with the cash I'll be back like a genie. Hey Lucy, I'm home. Don't do that to me, Lucy. Waist freak to the west, great big booties and big chest. And yes, it's a light silhouette. Why, certainly. No. Stupid get retarded, cause Pest will get the party started. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Ooh, fucking delicious, delicious. Man of a million disguises, I'm as crazy as they make 'em, shake 'em or bake 'em. Scientific, hate to be specific, E equals MC squared. Multiply it, divide it, slide it inside it, blend it, mix it. Damn, I'm terrific!
Oh my god. Oh, Dustin, you've outdone yourself.
Oh, Dustin, I hope there's a video of you recreating. Have
you in the shower?
Yeah. You know, 2 years ago when we watched the movie, everybody hated it. But look what the cult item it's become now.
This is true. You make a good point.
Everybody has a place for love in their heart. For John Leguizamo is the pest.
I'm having trouble breathing after that, so let's try to catch my breath. But
so Dustin, did you remember the lyrics, or did you Google search it?
It sounded to me like he just knew them all.
Because I can't imagine anybody putting out the lyrics except for anybody.
Yeah, that's impressive. That should be on a karaoke system somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Dustin.
We also have an email from Tim Borrego, and the subject line is ego versus super ego. So, in the movie Chud stands for Contamination Hazard Urban Disposal. The mayor of the movie actually pulls the term cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller completely from his ass when top secret documents with the word Chud are found. He invented underground cannibals to cover up illegal waste disposal. I think this is a perfect metaphor for our current political climate. We have a Chud problem, but without proof Russia is responsible for the Chuds. We can't do shit about it, but it's good to have Lewis back. Then here's some punctuation humor from Tim, because that's the kind of genius he is. I like Andy. Well, I like Andy. Because, see, the comma is saying, I am like Andy. Yeah.
Then he says he likes me, but that's okay. That's okay, Tim. I love you, but...
He says he's my gateway gay, but I, like Andy, was worried Lewis, spelled LOO-ISS, was going to come back all weird and wrong like Gage Creed. He thought you were... Oh, shit.
So did you say sometimes dead is better?
Well, he was worried that Lewis was going to try to play with Mommy and Judd. Or at worst, become Republican again, forcing us to drop coconut after coconut on his head to bring him back to Mexican normal.
That's hard to gauge. How many?
Yeah.
I'd like to see the test on that.
How many coconuts it takes?
Well, we dropped one or too many coconuts.
Which leads me to my second point. Extinction was a decent movie, but failed on several main points, exemplified by the fact that you fools spent 40 minutes discussing Roombas taking over humanity. I give Lewis, spelled Luhiss, the benefit of the doubt for entertaining you all for as long as he did. Robots taking over the world sounds like dumb white people bullshit to me. Let's say we work together as a people to create an AI that is intelligent and ambitious enough to overtake and surpass humanity, inheriting a broken Earth only inhabitable by rust and sparks. The fact we didn't blow ourselves up or suffocate under uninhabitable skies could be considered a Pyrrhic victory. A robo-apocalypse, I can't believe I pronounced that right, would be a best-case scenario. The movie you reviewed had the most obvious allegories, considering it was reviewed for Mexican Awareness Month. Tim, you kill me, man. I think I'd piss my pants. And was never discussed once. That demonstrates why the movie fails perfectly. Michael Pena makes sense in the main role, but Lizzie Kaplan is so white, I'm thinking she bleeds pumpkin spice. The film is about how folk, white, wanted cheap labor, then forgot how they got it. MAGA! ! Obviously, Lewis, spelled Lewis, third spelling of Lewis, wasn't up to the task of keeping you on track. I'm gonna have to send some cholos to come over there and, oh bother, this is TLDR anyway. You won't read this on the show. Just add this to the drunkie file. Tell Lewis, spelled Luwiss, I wish him a speedy chorizo recovery. Your friend Tim Bordeaux. He put Tim Bordeaux like a prostitute.
I like to mention that show. I did say he was kind of bullshit. Then they make a robot janitor and make him Mexican.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thanks, Tim. That was an awesome email.
That was awesome.
It was a good one.
We love you, Tim. Even though you dislike me.
You're fun. I have another email from Jim Bolding about Tubi, Tubi TV streaming service. If you haven't heard about it, it says if you guys have never checked it out on Tubi TV, they have tons of horror movies in addition to other movies and TV shows. It is free. They just put commercials on everything. I have probably the same paid services as you, Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime, but I really wanted to watch Witchboard today. Well, that's one of my favorites. We were just talking about that last night, Mike.
We know the producer.
He says, no, that was of Witchcraft.
Oh, because somebody did witch movies. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a witchess.
It says, I don't have a copy, and it was actually streaming on Tubi and no place else that I could find. At any rate, I had never heard of the service, so I figured I would pass it along, the information, just in case it ever might be useful to you for straight-to-video Russian roulette, or even possibly main features, depending on the theme.
How do you spell Tubi?
Tubi. I actually had the app on my phone. It's kind of, you ever use Crackle?
Yeah.
It's like Crackle, kind of, except they do have stuff you can't find anywhere else.
Interesting.
Which is cool. I don't know how they get the licenses for it, but they've got them. I don't know that I have any. Did you guys get any?
I prefer Crackle the King.
You like Crackle? You say you like Nestle's Crunch better?
Yeah, I like Crackle the Candy Bar. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. Not going to argue with you on that one, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else have any feedback they want to share? Anybody contact you guys? You get any notes slipped under your doors?
There's some feedback for you.
Ooh, handy. That smells. Is that your phone ringing?
No.
Because the combination of the music and the light coming up is very X-Files-ish. Yeah. You look like you're investigating a paranormal incident.
I am.
Oh.
Here's feedback. Okay, try it out again.
That's an interesting laugh, Freddy. You're like,
it's because I'm dying.
Yes.
What's that? That cartoon Mutt?
I know. When I'm sick, I laugh like.
Yeah, Muttley? Is that what his name?
Yeah, or Snuggle.
Yeah,
Snaggletooth.
So be sure to check out Patreon for all that good shit we mentioned earlier. And Lewis, people can find Lewis mostly on Twitter, right?
Twitter.com/Lewis Fowler. I post everything there, so everything will take you wherever you want to go.
Lewis, what's your Instagram?
It's Lewis Fowler 78.
And you put your adult-only images on Lewis Fowler 69, though, right?
Yeah, my hardcore snuff footage.
Yeah.
Of Allison Hannigan being snuffed.
Oh, no.
Oh, real quick, Lewis, I want to give on your Facebook page, somebody did that awesome drawing of you and your dogs as Scarface.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that was great.
There's a local comic book artist named Jerry Bennett, and he did it for me for my birthday, so that was pretty good, do you think?
I love it.
It was awesome. Andy showed it to me.
It was so adorable.
Yeah.
Dogs with guns.
I had a blast
cute.
with you this month, Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, I really do appreciate you inviting me on again. And hopefully next year, this trach will be gone and my voice will be back to normal and not slurring so much.
And we'll get you a really nice microphone between now and then.
I think you sound great, Lewis.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Much love to you.
Yeah.
And you sound fine.
Yeah, you do.
Except for our hearing's really bad.
Yeah, and thank you for making us aware of Hispanics.
Yeah.
I think we need to I didn't even know how we call it Mexican Awareness Month.
Yeah. It's like signs you might be Mexican.
Do you check yourself in shower for Mexicans?
I check myself for tamales between my legs.
Well, this was a blast. Thanks again, man. I love you.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, love you, Lewis.
Love you, Lewis.
Bye.
See ya.
Frankenstein was wondering if he